Swiggity sorty, let's get that booty.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Cogcast, and man, this week, I gotta tell you, there's been some good stuff too. A lot of good things happening actually. Well, we got the new season rolling and actually got a chance to play it in Apex Legends. I've been playing a bit of Watch Dogs 2, well, a lot of Watch Dogs 2 even more, which I've been enjoying actually, which I hadn't enjoyed a good open world, city modern day setting game since GTA 5. And I think that's the gist of it. So, of course, you saw last week that we played the Resident Evil 7 demo. Resident Evil 8, or Resident Evil Village, more accurately. The demo for that from last week, and it has released this week. So we're gonna give a little tidbit and talk about that, spoiler free, because I hadn't played it myself. But eventually I shall. And let's just jump right on in, and let me tell you about what I've been playing. So here's the thing about Apex. I thought that Valkyrie, the new hero or legend, the new legend, I thought she would be broken, given the amount of verticality they've given her and the amount of the rockets that she shoot. Looks like an ultimate, but it's just an ability, and it slows and does a lot of damage considering, and it has like an arc star effect to it, so it's kind of crazy. And you also have her passive, which is just the VTOL jets that literally just lets her jet right into the air, you know what I mean, with no real cooldown, just a certain amount that you can, use it, and it would have to reaccumulate over time. But here's the thing that gets me. Now that she's present, someone brought up a really good point, which is that Revenant needs a buff, which is very interesting. I'd say he does need a buff now, because verticality doesn't mean much to a Revenant if you're not around a building or something. Like, what's the real use if you can't abuse high ground or sneak up on a team or a person that's taking the high ground? So they're gonna have to come up with something. Other than that though, the new mode, arena mode, I've seen a lot of people try to abuse using Revenant's ult with a Gibraltar and a lifeline. That seems to be meta. The Bocek bow seems to be one of the more powerful long range weapons now, since one fully knocked arrow is 70 damage. You're gonna pull up, if you can hit twice, that's an easy 140 damage, and it's kind of crazy considering, you know what I mean, but still not too bad, since it takes 3 arrows to knock somebody who has a white shield, so it makes sense. But still, the amount of damage per arrow, if someone is good with it, oh man, it's over. I've had 1v1s with people point blank range right in my face, and I just popped them with arrows, and they were so pissed. That they couldn't handle it. And I'm coming from Overwatch, so if anybody else came from Overwatch and they used to playing Hanzo, yeah, they're gonna be pretty good with the Bocek bow. So it's good time. Another thing that I wanted to bring to make clear is, now that I played Titanfall 2 on PC, which by the way I played the campaign on PS4 though, this ass chick, now she's like running the arenas in Apex. I need to know more. I want to know more, because it would make sense that she would survive after all that long time jump. I guess it's supposed to be like 100 years in the future or something like that. So it makes sense that she would survive, since she's mostly machine, but I still want to know more. So this is just me declaring that the lore has hooked me in officially. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, the Epic Game Store and this Apple stuff is going crazy, and I really want to go about that too when I get into it. But before we head down that road, my opinion on Watch Dogs 2, now that I've played more hours of it, is very intuitive and well designed. From you getting your upgrades, you just have to, it'll literally tell you on the map where to get what you need for this upgrade. You go to that spot and you complete whatever you have to do in order to get that item, and then now you can upgrade it as long as you have the skill points. And I find that to be very beneficial with modern day open world design. It's super good. You can't beat that. Another thing is, I really do like the fact that it puts characters of color, black characters especially, in a different light, and they actually like rolled the dice on that. Like black main character, black supporting character, he's got to be at least like half black and half Hispanic or some sort, and they're great characters, well voice acted and well written. I'm actually enjoying myself, and there was a certain point in the game that actually hit me in the feels, and I was kind of sad about, and I haven't picked it up since, but I will eventually. But yeah, it's crazy, and anybody who's played Watch Dogs 2 would know what I'm talking about. But I like it, so to speak, and I haven't had fun in an open world game like this in a while. Other than all of that though, I guess it's time to jump in. I mean, what else have I been playing? There's not much else. So, and I'm keeping it like short and sweet this week. So let's go ahead and dive into the news, because aside from me having struggles with PC related errors that I'm not really sure about, things have been going great. And so, first thing on the docket is Resident Evil Village. Technically the 8th installment, but not sure, not really, we don't know. But Resident Evil Village has the biggest Resident Evil launch in Steam or Twitch history. So yeah, and basically the article just attests this to the memeability of people being thirsty for Lady Dimitrescu, and it makes sense. I mean, sex sells, and you know, big old tits and tall women is a lot of people's thing. So yeah, who knew? A classic thing works. It's not really about any type of social injustice. It's just people wanting to buy what they like. So cool. I'm glad people are looking at this in a positive way and being supportive of it, and not trying to drag it down for virtue signaling internet clout. So yeah. Alright, so next thing on the docket, back to Epic Games. Apparently, during their little trial of Epic versus Apple, there are things that can come to light about them, and one of those things is they struck a deal with Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony for certain millions of dollars. Basically, to Sony in particular, they offer extended at $200 million for 4 to 6 exclusive titles on the Epic Game Store. So basically what they're looking is to be the pipeline for the big three console developers, and bringing their first party titles to PC, but as an exclusive deal. Now, the weirdest thing about it all is like they have these things announced, but there's only so much that's been leaked as to what will be coming. But it was said that they promised $1 billion in advances for exclusives, and $115 million for Borderlands 3 itself, and now offered $200 million to first party PlayStation exclusives. They didn't say which exclusives exactly, but who knows which it could be. It might be God of War. We already know that Horizon is on PC and already available on Steam. Who knows what to come? And as far as Nintendo's willing to give them, I'm not sure at all. But most likely it'll be one of their more, multiplayer games. Maybe. I'm not really sure Nintendo's willing to let Mario go over the PC that easily. But it's all interesting nonetheless, and it's amazing that this stuff came out, because now I want to know what's to come. Still, the main thing that this tells me, like Too Long Didn't Read, money can make a lot of unexpected things happen. And next thing related to Epic Games, and surprisingly the last thing on the docket, because it wasn't a lot of interesting things. The whole week was dominated by Resident Evil. So right now, Saints Row 5 and Dead Island 2 may be exclusive to Epic Game Store. And there was a leaked image, a document that revealed that there will be a Dead Island 2 and Saints Row 5 coming, and they might be exclusive to Epic Game Store, which I can understand. But the problem with the document that was leaked is that, for me anyway, this entire thing is like the lowest resolution that I could ever see in my life, and it's so hard to read it myself, but you can kind of make out what's being shown, because like you can see things like Watch Dogs Legion and Dead Island and things like that, and Gears of War, and those are boxed in red. You will see is implied to be an Epic Store exclusive, while the green ones are similar ship on Steam and PC stores. So I don't know what to make of it directly, but according to the reporter, it's saying that these things are what's to come based on anticipated PC games and what's coming next. So let's see. But all in all, I honestly would rather keep this in the rumor era of supposition rather than just accepting it as a fact. But there you have it. There hasn't been much else huge news except for maybe like, you know, people who worked on The Witcher had allegations that made them step down and things like that. And Animal Crossing made it into the Video Game Hall of Fame, which I didn't know actually exists. But this Video Game Hall of Fame hopefully has the right titles in there that should be there, like Super Metroid, Ocarina of Time, and etc. So I will look into that myself actually. But yeah, that happened. And all in all, we're gonna be on the lookout. I really have been trying to get things together. There's a lot of moving and shaking and things in business to get done for us to stream more often. I really do want to, and I miss streaming for you guys. I just cannot find a good, solid, quiet moment to do so. But once I do, you guys won't get enough of me. And oh shit! All right, a little special at the end of the podcast. Let's talk about anime, bro. My Hero Academia is starting to turn up. Of course, if it's an active anime, I'm not gonna go to the manga unless the anime ends too early. Now, My Hero Academia, the little tournament that they're doing, or sparring event, is actually pretty dope, and it's giving us a chance to see the new ultimate moves that everybody came up with. Can't wait to see it. There's a lot of new outfits, costumes, changes, etc. And I'm ready for Midoriya to flex on everybody. And even the fact that Bakugo is acting a little different toward Midoriya is very cool. I really do appreciate that. And it's really showing his Vegeta side very well. And I know it's a lot of people get mad, he's not like Vegeta, he's different. And to that I say, bro, relax. It's called a character archetype. Another thing in the Marvel Invincible thing, bro, I think we talked about the finale last week. We're getting ready to gear up for Loki. I think Loki is next, and the next movie is going to be Shang-Chi. Can't wait for that. Everything that's falling into place is going to be great, and I can't wait to see more. I mean, it's a lot of good stuff happening, and I can't wait. So here we are. Let's hope for a great 2021. And y'all take care of yourselves and be easy, bro. I can't wait. If you would like me to react to My Hero, I will. If you would like, because seriously, now that I'm setting things up and getting the room all set, like, I can literally just pump out content how I want and when I want now, and not just, you know, have to find moments. Like you have no idea, but it's actually 2 a.m. I'm getting ahead of the curve and make sure everybody the whole house is quiet, outside is quiet, so now I can record. But once I get everything set up, things will be different and much better. So with all that being said, always remember the channel motto: intentions are the most important, actions ain't nothing but loud, and words don't mean a damn thing. Go ahead and give a like if you like the content, and if you want to tell me how I can improve, or you know what you would like to see, go ahead and give me a comment and subscribe to see that when it comes. And as always, take care of yourselves. Peace.
These are just bandits loyal to the Keymaster.